Welcome back to Cities Skylines in the city of Damascus. Today we are moving our industry to another area that will prepare the way for cargo trains, and we are also expanding the city a little bit more because, as you know, we need to start unlocking high density. We need to start unlocking trains, the intercity buses, all of that. And for the moment, we can't do any of that because the city is not big enough. In size, it is, but just remember that we are using realistic population, and this is creating a big challenge for us in terms of having enough people in the city. Like if you look at this is a pretty big area, and in a normal game, this would be enough to unlock almost everything, and we would have all the high density zones to play around, we would have trains and all of that. We don't have that yet. What do? We have 4,500 population. We have money. That's not a problem at the moment. We have a high demand for residential zones, and we have unlocked actually the local buses, so we can add some bus lines in here, which I think will help us get people to the industry area as well, and that'll be really helpful. Now, looking at some comments from the previous episode, a lot of people just love the idea of having the park. If I bring this up, so the park going all around the city, basically with everyone in the city having access to a nature reserve park, which is quite fantastic. I also quite like that idea, and that's why I've done that. But now, the second thing and the second comment was in terms of bringing this nature reserve across the other side as well, because we, as I mentioned, we are planning to bring more population into this side, especially while we don't have any high density zoning, so that would make sense to expand to this side. We'll do that, not today, probably, depending on how we go here. We might do that today, to be honest. We might start in there. That would actually trigger a new interchange in here, so we can have access to this area. This is something that we can do, but the goal for today, my main goal, is we have our factory town, which will be moved into here, and the idea is that we can then branch this into this side to get a cargo station in there, branch this into that side to get a passenger station, but I need to bring roads in here. And the way I'm thinking about doing this is basically demolishing all these roads that we have in here, and I want to make this an avenue. That avenue will go around the terrain over here, go underground and show up in here, and potentially go above the train line or under the train line there. I'm not completely sure yet about how that's going to happen. The reason why I want to do this is mostly because of the terrain type. If you look at this area is higher, and there is like this bit of a hill in here, so the idea is that we can get out of here and be level with this terrain. And obviously we are not building industries in here, I think, because of the terrain elevation. I want to concentrate things in this area, which, to be honest, if you look at how much industry we have, it's just one block of industry, so that's more than enough. But yeah, without any further ado, I will jump straight into it. I will demolish these roads, I'll pause the game, demolish everything, bring an avenue in here. I might start with the road layout in this side, to be honest, because then this gives me a better idea on where to go with all this. And then I'll be back with you to do a bit of a review and talk about what we are doing next. So I hope you enjoyed the music, and I'll see you in a minute.
I've been watching you for a while. I know you look at me the same way. You move close, but you don't speak. I have to look the other way. But curiosity is killing me. It gets the better part of me. Watching you, watching me, watching you, watching me. Yeah. One step away, I want you. I gotta know, I gotta know. One step away, I want you. Don't wait till the one you always need. I'll be the source of all your fantasies. I'm your queen and you are my king. I want some special, I want something new. If you can read my mind, you know what to do. Watching you, watching me, watching you, watching me. Yeah. One step away, I want you. I gotta know, I gotta know. One step away, I want you. Don't wait long. Baby, don't go and mess it up now, no.
And we are back. And as you can see, our industry has grown a little bit more than what it was before, which is good to see because we definitely need more goods coming into the city, and importing is actually expensive, and making the goods internally, they are much better. Although the industry is complaining about not having enough workers or place to actually sell the product, which is interesting. If you look at this, we are importing quite a lot. So I think it's just a matter of waiting this to balance out as well and bringing in more residential and commercial. That will help us quite a lot. But the idea is that this area will be our industrial area in here then. And later on, we will add a cargo station around here, as I mentioned, and potentially a passenger station or on the other side or over there. And then we can extend this. Now, this is great. This gives us a pretty good area to grow. This is far away from the residential, so no pollution issues. Although this is like very interesting way to get in here at the moment. You have to go through this roundabout, you have to go through this residential area and underground to get in here. Is not the most efficient way, but I'm willing to give it a try, especially with the new realistic population mod that we're using. I think we might be okay. By the way, I haven't updated this to a actual elevated section because we don't have access to the train line yet. So when we do have it, I'll come in here and change that for us. So the older factory town is now a residential area. I completely forgot about waiting for pollution to fade, but I think we're good. Yeah, no pollution in there. That's fantastic. And added a new cemetery over here, which I quite like that this is just next to the highway. And as we have the guardrail in here and protection for the cars, we don't need to put a fence in there. I might do a little bit more of trees in this area just to hide these buildings a little bit better, but I think that would be quite nice. But yeah, I've used the mountains in here as well. Just want to show you the elevation so you can understand what I've done there. I try to keep these the highest elevation possible. I didn't want to go further down here because this is probably area for water, for the water that comes from the mountain to get through here, fall in there, and goes through this area to the dam. So that's why I want to preserve that space over there. But we do have a really nice residential area in here, and they're still updating, they are still growing, as you can see over here. But just give time and we will be all sorted in this area. Other thing that I found really nice and that will help us quite a lot is this park entrance. So I extended the nature reserve park from this area into here. Let me show you how that looks now. So that's where it goes now. We have that entrance, and I'm using this to give people a much easier and faster way to actually reach this area. So as you can see, they can come through here, and I just noticed that they can actually walk through here. I might do a gate in this area just to not let them get in and out over there. This is a park area and they should be paying for this, but they can go over there, they can go all the way here, and this is making people, as you can see, lots of people walking across there, and I just love it. And it's kind of hidden all behind the trees over there, so this is really nice. Still need to put some decoration in here. I think that would be fantastic if we do. By the way, I think we can do that right now. I'm thinking about adding some of the white bushes that we have, and I think they will look really good in this area. So if I bring this from here, don't need to like overdo or do too much over there. I literally want a line of bushes in here just to add something interesting over there. And this is all, at least for the moment. Just keeping it simple, making sure that it looks good and that all fits together in there. But the tunnel is also really well placed in here. I'm thinking that I'll do a little bit more trees around this area just to hide everything a little bit further. But this area is looking quite good and it's starting to grow. Some buildings stopped complaining, some are still requiring more people as we need more residential anyway. And one more thing that I've done, I've added this road because this is where we will be building next time. So I just want to make sure that we knew and had something as a reference in there. There is still one thing that I want to do, and that thing is basically creating an area, or not creating an area, but providing buses into this area. And what I think I'll do, I might add this over here. That should be all right. And I want to add a bus line because I think this would be extremely helpful. I want one bus line. And the way I want to do this is basically let's start with a stop over there, and then I'll do another one over here. Maybe we do another one over here, which is close to the crossing, and I don't think I need another one in there. But from here, we have two options. I could go through this area, or I could go just through the main avenue. And I think I'll go just through the main avenue. I want to make like a back and forth line only. And I think this would be really helpful for us. Then we will go around and I'll probably, well, we don't even need a stop over there. Could go straight in here, really. So the buses will go through that residential area, and then we just make stops very close to the ones that we already have. And I want to take a look at how this is gonna work for us. I have a good feeling about this. This will help the whole town to move around, and I don't really want them crossing over there. So I'll do this. I'll select the types in here. Oh, we have a lot of people waiting already. So which types of bus we are doing? I'm feeling like I have some new buses that I want to use in the city. And I think I use these. How much they cost? Maybe let's go with the 45 one. And we add 1, 2. This is a pretty big line. So I'll add 5 and let's see how that goes. Maybe I underestimate this. I'll go with that one instead and we'll see how that works. They are coming from the biofuel bus depot, or maybe not. I think I know what this is. These buses, they can come from the biofuel bus depot, so we have to use the normal bus depot, and hopefully we'll see some of them going up. There we go. Can take a look at how they look like, and look at that. Lion City. These buses are really nice. And then we have plenty of people waiting there for us, and this bus line will be pretty busy by the looks of it. But yeah, with this, I think that would be enough for today. I will stop here. So we had some good progress, although I didn't reach my goal of 7,000 people in the city. We are above 5,000. We have some areas where we can build, and we will work on that in the next episode. For this one, we've moved the industry. We create a new housing suburb. We have some interesting areas with the tunnels and this new mountain suburb that we have in here. And I'm pretty happy with what we've achieved today. And we have buses, of course. Look at how many people are waiting here. Maybe we need more buses in this line. Well, I'll let it run for a second and see if we need more. Or maybe we just get a bus with higher capacity. That's also an option. But leave a like if you enjoyed this episode. Let me know in the comments what you want to see, or if you want something else added to the city, and we will work on that. Now, if you want to talk about the game, consider joining our Discord server. The link is in the description. Oh, so many people. And also consider watching the video on your screen, because I think you might like that. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.